Look, I'm not going to sit here and had a feeling it was going to be a long day. It looks like that prediction might just be true. According to reports coming out of Portugal, Manchester City are set to sign Nico Gonzalez today. Not in the summer, today. It looks like we could be getting our midfield target after the spanking yesterday against Arsenal. Second video of the day, I've already been live this morning talking about Cambiasso, Nico O'Reilly, Jacob Wright, and of course Nico Gonzalez. And I thought I'd go live again to have a little bit of a chat about the breaking news currently going through the world of Manchester City Football Club. So come and join me, get involved in the chat, let me know your predictions, how he'll do and all this kind of stuff, and if he's going to be a success at Man City. I am intrigued by this. I am very intrigued by this. It looks like it's going to get done. We absolutely need more than one midfielder, by the way. I agree with that alternative facts. It's not going to happen. We're not going to sign two players today, two midfielders today. The only way it could do is if City somehow pull out Douglas Luiz on loan. That wouldn't be bad. If we got both Nico Gonzalez and Douglas Luiz, that would bring a lot of dynamism and youthful energy to our team immediately. So I'll go over to the report anyway where I've just seen it. After I've said, please do give the video a like, please do subscribe. It would be massively appreciated if you are new here. Transfer videos are about to end, of course, but we could be celebrating a new signing today. I'm closing on the 72,000 subscribers, so please give the video a like and subscribe while you're at it. I'll go over to City Report on Twitter, who said via Sergio Pereira, City and Porto are close to completing a deal for Nico Gonzalez. Talks are progressing with City ready to offer close to the 60 million release clause. It's one of those things where I've also seen suggestions. Let me just try and find it. I saw it via someone else I follow on Twitter, via a Portuguese outlet. Let me find it. One sec. Here we go. This comes from these guys, which it says Gonzalez is on his way to Manchester City for 60 million euros, reports CNN Portugal. So CNN Portugal have gone on it. I don't know where that comes from on there, but it looks like they are, very serious about this. Yeah, people are reporting this is done, and lots of people suggesting it's legit and all that kind of stuff now. I've seen more and more things come through about it. So it looks like there's something in this. Yeah, I'm going to miss these streams as well, Yusuf. It's been good fun. But don't forget, we've got all summer here as well. And I'll be able to go live pretty much whenever in the summer because I'll have a newborn child. So Nicola will be on maternity leave, which will be great. So we can do lots of transfer videos. So it looks like it's coming out. That it's speeding up very quickly. Apparently, yeah, City have reached an agreement. Apparently, he's also not going to play for Porto tonight now, of course, which would make an awful lot of sense. I think this is going to happen. At this point, I feel like yesterday was the slap in the face that City needed to not fuck around again. We needed a few slap in the faces this season, but particularly after last night, yeah, I mean, we 100% do. I don't think we're going to sign anyone else, by the way. We're not going to sign anyone else, So, I really do believe that at this point. I think it's too late, unless this gets done like inside the next hour or two, and then they just they have a bit of time to just try and get someone on loan. Maybe Douglas Luiz, City go I wouldn't be against that. Douglas Luiz on loan on top of this guy. I think that'd be really good. I think our midfield would change overnight, but it looks good. So it looks like we're going to get this guy. I'm trying to find some more sources. I don't know who these guys are. Here we go. Here's another bit of news there. It says, breaking news, Nico Gonzalez from Porto to Man City for 60 million, the most expensive transfer in Galician football. Well, it was Galician. I know that, but you're not sure. Galician is... Spoken in Spain, another Ramona sandwich. Okay, all right, fair enough. Closely related to Portuguese. It's not the biggest transfer in Portuguese football. I'm confused by that. Not at all. Nunes was bigger, and that he came from Benfica, right? Diaz cost more than that. Ruben Diaz. I don't know what they're on about there, but either way, it looks like this is going to happen. Iberian. Okay. I don't think it is, by the way. I don't think it is. I don't think it is still the biggest transfer. I think they've gone big on that one. With super chat from Anthony says, just want to pay the cash now. No negotiation. It comes on the way, and it comes on the way now. He doesn't play that game. He just want to pay the cash now. No. He just signed the contract. I'm confused what you mean, but I think I get your general gist, mate. Just pay the cash, and yeah, he's not going to play obviously tonight. Cause he's probably literally already. Look, I always know that transfers reports are a few hours behind usually, a few days behind usually. But there's a good chance this is news from this morning. The City, it's got out, but we've agreed to it a long time ago, you know. So this is obviously going to happen. Nico Gonzalez is clearly going to be a Man City player, in my opinion. I think it's very obvious at this point. It's no guarantee, but it just feels like it's heading that way, doesn't it? Which website is it that does the, those like diagrams where it shows the stats and percentiles, like a circle? Which website does that where you can compare players? Because I want to find it about what I saw from Nico Gonzalez. But one of you guys will know where they saw those diagrams and play, compared to other, I can't remember which website it is. It's one of those stats websites where you can do the data sort of. Transfer Market, is it Transfer Market? City Extra just tweeted, have they? Okay, again. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I mean, it's exactly what I was just reading. Pedro Almeida tweet. We're going through this together, guys, in real time. I'm giving up a nap for this. Once again, I hope you're happy by it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Pedro Almeida did a little. I mean, he did that. Spain blue later on. That's got to be Gonzalez. City Extra have also just tweeted. Oops, there's Rodri with the Ballon d'Or. God, I miss him. City are now willing to raise the offer for Nico Gonzalez to approach Porto's 60 million demands. We were always going to at this point. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I think at this point it feels almost suicidal not to, given how yesterday I was embarrassed because I didn't think they were good, Arsenal. Like, they were good, better than us, but I just wasn't overwhelmed by Arsenal at all. They scored that many goals because we were just shit as opposed to they were good. So, it looks like it's going to happen. We're going to get our new player. And I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited for it. Venezia for 10 million. Look, I wouldn't be against that either. I think he's a good player. I think Guardiola would make him. I would like to see City doing a Kanji type signing. You know what I mean? I wonder about Kanji of 3 years ago when he came in 15 million and was really good for a bit. Not Kanji now, who's gone ass, but like, you know what I'm getting at. That kind of signing would be. It'd be great. I think it'd change. It would change like the options in midfield, and I think we do need something like that. Like a little sort of just to bolster the numbers in midfield, but maybe I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to find the Venn diagrams I'm on about. Not Venn diagrams. That's the wrong word. The little radars. Because I want to see how he compares to certain people, but I can't find them at all. Nico Gonzalez. No idea. It's Data MB. That's the one. Thank you so much, guys. I want to see how Nico. I want to point out how he compares to other players. So I'm going to put Nico Gonzalez up. And I don't think this is actually going to be that impressive. So we've got to be realistic about it. I'm going to put Rodri when he joined. So Rodri last season, actually. Like, you can see that Rodri. I'll show you here. Rodri is miles better. So we've got to be realistic about this. But I wish I could see Rodri when he joined, but there you go. This is Rodri's compared to Nico Gonzalez. That Rodri's obviously much better. I would love to be able to show you Rodri a few years back, but he's complete. Rodri's very complete. But I'm tired, mate. I've blown my nose. Tigers training page. I'm just tired, pal. Run down. We're not sleeping very much at the moment, so that's why. And it doesn't stop. I blow my nose, but it'll be back 2 seconds later. So sorry, pal. I'd love to be able to see, how he compares. So very similar to Kovacic as it currently stands. Kovacic obviously carries the ball just as much as Rodri. Very similar kind of stats there. Nico Gonzalez isn't that great with winning the duels, 31%, which isn't encouraging. So it's one of those things where, we can't pretend he's perfect. He looks very Kovacic in terms of traits there. I've got no doubt whatsoever that Nico Gonzalez will get better, I'll try and bring up Nico Gonzalez from last season. Where's last season? Let's remove Kovacic out of it. So he's already got better, to be fair, compared to his previous year. He's got better in terms of progressive passes. He's got slightly better in forward passes and carrying. So he looks like he is improving, broadly speaking. So, we'll see how it goes. If he comes in. It's just, Rodri's a freak that way. I think he'll play alongside Rodri next season. I agree. He looks very Declan Rice-y to me. He actually looks a bit like Declan Rice in the way he plays. Declan Rice, of course, I'll remove Rodri out of this because Rodri, Declan Rice in black there. Yeah, a lot more Declan Rice, as you can see. That was my instinct, and he looks quite similar to that. It's mad, isn't it, when you see, obviously how Declan Rice compared to Rodri. I'll bring Rodri back up there because, that's Rice there. And you realise how good Rodri is last season, miles ahead. Look at that. Look at Rodri compared to Declan Rice. It's absurd. Rodri's the most complete player in the world. He's ridiculous. It's just stupid. So I think he looks like a good player, this guy coming in. He's going to take a little bit of time to learn, He's going to take a bit of time. I don't think he'll change our season. I think he just starts our rebuild earlier. I think it'll help a little bit, but ultimately it's going to take him a while to learn the squad. So it's going to take him a long time to adapt because Rodri was much higher level when he first came in. He was playing in La Liga for Atletico, one of the best midfielders over there, and it took him a long time to adapt to the level of Manchester City. So I don't think Nico Gonzalez is going to come in and be that guy straight away. It'd be nice though to have a player come in once again who will start the rebuild early. I just hope he swims straight away because he could sink otherwise. So I think we're asking an awful lot of this young lad when he comes. But right now, he does remind me of Rodri. If Guardiola can sort of teach him to be a little bit feistier and a bit more defensively solid, use the ball better, then we could have a very special player eventually. So we'll see. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. No, I won't leave it there. I can't talking actually. Should we just build? I was just tired today, so I'm thinking on the spot. Should we build an idea of a lineup for the rest of the season if this guy comes in? Should we do that? So for the rest of the season, it's going to take some difficult decisions here. Edison will come in. Josko over there. Let's build. I think, say everyone's fit. I'd have Ake. I'd have Diaz. I'd have Stones if he was fit. Stones or Akanji. I would have that, and I'd have Josko going forward. I'd have that basically. When we got the board, I'd have Josko going forward. Up here, whereas Marmoush gets in the team that way. I think Haaland goes there, obviously. I think something like this potentially. Should we give Foden or Bob? Sorry, Doku, mate. I don't think Savinho will be in the team always. I think Josko will get forward. Marmoush will there. I think what we'll see is, say this is Gonzalez. He'll be told to sit back deep. I'm hoping they just sort of have Kovacic and Gonzalez sitting deep. Or Ake covers that channel there. What do we reckon? What is it? Is it Czech City Extra again? Is it something new, fresh? Oh no, I've already read that. Oh, Diaz and Ake changes our season, by the way. Those two are back somehow. So you bring Gonzalez into that team. I think Guardiola still will play I wouldn't be against Gundo in the team like this, but De Bruyne, he might be. City Report tweet. All right, I'm going over to City Report again. What is City Report saying now? Oh, here we go. So, La Voz de Galicia, the voice of Galicia, said City have agreed a deal. I think it looks like this is going to happen, doesn't it? I'm going to have to do my research and get like a proper video ready for later. I'm on it. There we go. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, isn't it? 100% at this point. Tell to Spurs as well. Interesting. So what about the rest of this midfield? Because I think, does De Bruyne get in it? I think Kovacic will play still. I think Kovacic, and I think he'll play Silva. Probably Bernardo. I think Kovacic is. I do wonder if you see this. Bob out wide and Phil or KDB get a go in midfield. Because I reckon what you could do is this. You could do that when we're defending like this, so you've got Josko there, Stones or Akanji there. We're sort of defending like this, out wide. We defend like that, but when we've got the ball, Josko will go forward, or he's so threatening. Oscar Bob will hold the width there. I think Ake will come out to this channel. Stones there, Diaz there, one of Stones or Akanji there at the right back. And then I think something like that potentially. What I like about this is that you keep. I would love to see O'Reilly, by the way, but it's not going to happen. I would love O'Reilly here. O'Reilly, Gonzalez as well. I mean, it's very immature midfield, but. I mean, getting Douglas Luiz would be great on loan as well. But maybe it's something like that potentially. Let's be honest, it'll be Silva here. Silva or cover. It'll be something like that, won't it? One of those two. We do need Cambiasso, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately, mate. Phil definitely needs to improve at the moment because he's definitely dropping. His standards are a little low at the moment, so we need to see a little bit more from him. City extra bomber now, apparently. Let's have a look from the extra lads. What have they gone for? Oops. Yeah, it's going to happen, isn't it? It looks like it's going to happen. So, we've got Nico Gonzalez by the looks of it. Well, what are we getting from Nico Gonzalez? What are we getting? We're getting a very talented footballer by the looks of it. It looks like we're getting a guy at the right age, 23 years old. On the cusp of breaking out to be a bit of a superstar. La Masia trained. Very good with the ball at his feet. 6'2", 6'3", big, strong lad. Technically very secure, as you'd expect. He's got a little bit to improve defensively, but he can play as a 6, he can play as an 8. There was rumours at one point they saw him as a potential heir to the throne of Sergio Busquets at Barcelona, but he had to move on to get football regularly because Busquets went on for an awful long time. So it looks like we're getting this guy who's got a lot of talent. He's very Rodri-coded in how he plays. I'm not sure he's going to be perfect, but he looks like an improvement of what we've got, billion%. He's definitely an improvement on 34-year-old Gundogan. Absolutely. So I think that's true. The only thing I would say is that Gundogan, even at his very worst, is still very much, he understands the league. He understands the league, and I do suspect that he'll take a little bit of time to develop, which is fine, No midfielder has scored more goals than Gonzalez in La Liga this season, by the way. No central midfielder on 5. So he's a goal scorer too. And he's a passer. So it looks like we're getting our man here, I think Guardiola could turn him into an excellent midfielder. He seems to have... The thing what I like about it, he's technically good. I think he needs to read the defensive side of the game a little bit better. That's the one thing that worries me. He doesn't look like he is technically great at reading the game in terms of his defensive thing. He's not a strong jeweler. But if he gets better at that, he can use his height a little bit better. Copy what Rodri does. You've already got a guy who's technically very good. Fab tweet. Here we go. All right. Have we got the Fabrizio Romano tweet? Do you know what? I might start a new video, lads. I might start a new video with the here we go with the title. So do you guys mind if I do that? Just I need to get the here we go in. It looks like it's gonna happen. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start a new video. So, do you guys mind? It's just good for the stats and all that. So, I'll start a new video. I'll be live in a few minutes, just because I want to keep it all separate. Because it's like this video is about it speeding up, and now it's just happened while I'm actually on on a video. So we've got a man by the looks of it. Nico Gonzalez. I need to do a thumbnail. I'm doing a thumbnail when I'm live on the video of you guys right now, which is mad. Nico Gonzalez is a Manchester City player. Wow, this is going to be fun, isn't it? I can't wait to see this. There we go. I'm doing a very speedy job here of trying to make a thumbnail at the same time. You guys will appreciate this if you can see what I'm doing. I'm very excited to get a midfielder in. You know, a midfielder that we actually need, because we do need. We need this. We absolutely need this. We need a guy who could come in and add a little bit of physicality, and also develop. Like basically, Guardiola's been very honest about the need to spend a little bit of time and think about players for the future, not just for. There we go. I've done the thumbnail, by the way. Not just for this season, and even though you may be a little bit development to do, I think that this fits this perfectly. Right, so I'm gonna go do the here we go video now. Right, I'll see you live again in 2 minutes. Okay, see you live in a minute.